right, here we are, Over a Beer, episode 11. I got special guest Cody here with me today. Going to talk a little NFL.
Yeah.
Shoot the breeze, make some predictions. So.
Yeah. See where we're at.
All right. Well, we'll start introducing beer first. Cody's not a big beer guy. Kind of not a bitch, but just not a beer dude.
No, don't drink it.
So respectfully, I've picked up a Moonlight Meadery. That's the brewery out of Londonderry. The cider is called Little Apples. What sounds cool, it's semi-dried hard cider in an aged rye whiskey barrels.
Yeah.
So it sounds different.
Yeah, see what it pulls for taste.
Looking forward to it. 6.5% ABV. So little kick
Pretty
to
good.
it. Yeah. So we can start if we want to do like first sips, and then we'll go from there. So
All right.
Cheers, brother. Thanks for coming on. I know you're more of a cider guy than I. That's good.
That's really good. It's
Yeah.
real smooth. Doesn't have a super dryness to it.
Yeah.
Some of them almost taste like a pale ale sometimes.
Yeah, like a boozy aftertaste.
But that's really smooth. I could drink a lot of those.
I know. I was telling you before, I've been like eating super healthy.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm gonna get like wired off this beer.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the sugar in it. That's really good. Like,
I like it. Yeah. No. So first thoughts, that's a good.
yeah,
good
that's
cider.
a nice smooth one.
Bit.
Yeah, I'd go with that one a lot actually.
Good sipper. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Right at Trader Joe's, they had a bunch of craft ciders. So we'll dive in. So we're gonna do first, just look at the heads of each division, maybe some wild card contenders, and then we'll do our parlay at the end.
Yeah.
So we'll start off in the AFC North, just to work from north to south. Obviously, I think that division's pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah.
Ravens 6-2.
The Ravens are going to run away with that one.
Yeah.
Their schedule, it's got some tough guys in it, but at the same time, like, they proved last week that they are a contender, and they're going to be tough to beat. Their defense is stacked. Their offense, it's so different. You know, how do you practice that? You don't have quarterbacks like him that you can just call in to be able to run that option offense all the time.
Give Jimmy G a job.
Yeah, exactly.
Practice quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that's still not even a comparison, so. No, I agree, and especially with Big Ben out, and they're obviously Pittsburgh 4-4 right now. You're not going to make up 2 games on that team.
No, that's going to be tough. If Pittsburgh's going to make it, they're going to make it to a wild card slot. There's no way that they can overtake the Ravens unless something like drastic happens. You know, you'd need Lamar to go down with an injury, and it's pretty durable. He gets hit hard and he gets out.
Yeah, and still, I feel like they could just work the ground game if they needed to.
Yeah,
so.
You got Mark Ingram, who's having a great season too. So.
So no, I think that division's pretty much a lock. I'll just be curious to see seeding wise with the Ravens now having the tiebreak over us. So the Pats are gonna have to play good. AFC South, this division could get interesting. You got the Texans at 6-3, half a game up on the Colts. Obviously 5-3. They haven't had their bye week yet. What do you like there?
It's tough. Depends on if Jacoby Brissett is going to be down for any length of time. He practiced in full 3 times this week. So, that's a good sign for them. But at the same time, a knee's pretty easy to be good one day and not so good the next. So we'll see where he comes back at. They're a good team.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a good offense. They're playing well together. You know what I mean? He spreads the ball well throughout his offense. You got Pascal out there. Then you have T.Y. Hilton, who's also having a pretty good year. He's been consistent. He's been that guy. So, I like Indy, but Houston just had a big blow, too. They lost probably their best defensive player.
I know.
So, with them, they're streaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If Watson's on, they're going to play well. But if not, if he's not hitting his guys, they're going to have a tough time.
Yeah, I know. I like the Texans here. They have more firepower, in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't been able to buy into Jacoby Brissett this year. For whatever reason, he proves me wrong time and time again. But I don't know. I just think that Houston's got too much. They're going to probably end up somewhere around 12-4, and I could see the Colts being like a 10-6 type team.
Yeah.
So I think I would.
That's about where I had them as well with the Colts. They got a tough rest of the year, so we'll see where they come out.
Yeah. But still, no, I think that division's kind of interesting. In the AFC West, not much of a conversation now. Mahomes is coming back this week. 6-3 Chiefs. The Raiders are behind them, 5-4. Oakland, I'm curious to see what they're going to be. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in them.
No.
But my bold take, I have Oakland as a 6th seed in the AFC. So
Yeah.
They have a very easy strength of schedule from here on out.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of games that are in their favor that I think they should play well in.
Broncos, Chargers.
I just have a hard time putting a lot of marbles in the Derek Carr sack. He just
doesn't get a whole lot of marbles.
No, I just don't see him being the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Till he proves himself. He's done nothing but let him down at the end of seasons every year. I feel like every time they've had a potential to have a good season, he's fell apart.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be an injury or whether he just lost contact with his receivers.
Right.
So we'll see what happens with them.
They just got to stay on the ground, and then they'll be all right.
Jacobs
Jacobs having a good year.
Yeah, he's good. He's real good.
Yep.
If I was a fantasy owner, I would have hung on to him.
Yeah.
See what happens.
I traded Jacobs early before Connor got hurt. I just high stock on Connor. He started off rough, and then Jacob came out of the gate a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Ever since that trade, crushing it.
Oh, yeah,
and then Connor's been hurt, so it's like nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think there's no question the Chiefs are the most complete offense in the AFC, if not the whole league.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to be really, really tough to stop, especially getting Hill back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's proved. I think he's had 22 targets in the last 2 weeks.
It's
That's unreal. Like, they're just, no matter what, doesn't matter how many guys they got on, they're trying to get him.
You can't catch him. You can't stay.
No,
you can't.
He's so fast.
He's just such a versatile receiver. So yeah, I think that'll be another team. Chiefs, obviously, Ravens, Pats. I mean, that's pretty much going to be the battle for the top of the AFC.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping we can hold on for a 1 or 2.
Yeah, I feel like we got some things we got to address
immediately.
Patriots Nation, you know what I mean? They got an offensive line that you don't know who's going to show up from week to week. Isaiah Wynn should be coming back, so that's
good.
That's a
that
big help. Built close to that line. But at the same time, you know, you got Shaq Mason, who's not playing his best season so far this year.
What he's doing.
But we'll see what happens with them. You know what I mean? If they can establish a run game and make them respect the run game, then I think it'll get Brady a little bit more opportunity to find his receivers.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that's kind of depleted core now, too. So we'll see where they go.
That whole offense is, like, questionable, in my opinion. I mean, Edelman, obviously, is having one of the best seasons of his career. Yeah. Dorsett started off great, but now he's kind of slowed down a little bit. And outside of that, I wouldn't be afraid of anybody.
No. I mean, you got Jacoby Myers, who's, you know, a couple catches a game.
Right.
But you need somebody that they're afraid to blow the top off the defense. You know what I mean? You need that guy, and I don't see that right now. I don't see us having that option. You know, we used to either have, you know, you had Josh Gordon on the outside, or last year you had Rob Gronkowski. You had to key in on him.
Gronk was a game changer, even when he didn't touch the ball. It's just his presence. I mean, Ben Watson? He was hurt, then he was there, and I think he's like 38.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of stock in his basket, and I don't know if he's the guy that we should be counting on to be going up the seam and getting hit constantly. You know, like you said, he's old.
He's an old dude.
Beat up for a long time. So.
He was fairly old when he was here forever ago.
First time, yeah.
But yeah, and Sony Michel, in my opinion, disappointing year 2 so far.
Definitely. You know, he's not finding the holes that he should be finding. And it's tough to see, you know, they're splitting between so many backs.
Well, I was going to say, he should be our clear running back 1, but some days he's not.
No.
White got a lot of touches last game, and I don't know.
It's hard for any of them to really get a hot hand for the simple fact is, you know, you're running Brandon Bolden out there. You're running Rex Burkhead out there. You know, you got to... I feel like you need some consistency from, you know, maybe even if you just split it with 2 guys, you know, like they do out in with the Chargers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got a 2-guy split. That's good.
I mean, they're great.
Try to do 4. That's a long way to divide those yards out. So.
I know, I agree. And then you're sitting a whole drive potentially, and then what are you going to do next drive? So, so no, Pats 8-1. I mean, we're fine. We're going to end up easily taking that division. Just a matter of seeding where we'll end up. Honestly, I think we stay at the top.
I do too. Yeah, I think they're going to bounce back. They got this week off.
Eagles next. Dallas after that. We do have a testy schedule. I think we still have Houston, and then we have, obviously, the Chiefs.
The Chiefs,
and
that's going to be a tough game.
Then our division outside of that.
Yeah. It ought to be interesting. It ought to be an interesting finish. I wouldn't put it past the Bills either. The Bills' defense is stifling. You know what I mean? They're shutting everybody down, so... See where it goes.
Well, do you want to segue there? Who do you like for your wild card teams, Cody?
My wild card teams. This is tough because there's like 3 teams that I see have potential. One of them being Pittsburgh.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Not counting them out.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're coming off 3 straight wins.
Right.
And they're playing really well.
They do look good.
Connor will come back. He's going to get back out there. That's going to help a lot. And, they got some consistency in their quarterback.
Yeah.
Not that he's going to go out there and he's going to throw for 500 yards like Big Ben would.
Right.
But he's not turning the ball over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's huge. If you can keep the ball, you give yourself a shot.
I agree.
So I do like them as one of my wild card teams. And then my other one is going to be the Oakland Raiders.
You're going with us, so we're agreeing. You chirped me earlier.
I don't like the fact that Derek Carr can, we'll see. But I do think that they're gonna be that team.
I mean, like we said, they have the Broncos still. They have the Chargers. Their only real test is the Chiefs from here on out. Looking at their schedule, there might have been one other test mixed in, but there's still 8 games to go.
Exactly.
If you got 6 fairly easy wins, then you're looking good. So I agree. I got Oakland as my 6. I actually like Buffalo as my 5. Yep. They do have the Pats once more, but then they still get like 1 or 2 versus the division outside of that, which is a joke.
Yeah.
And then 9 and 7, I think you get the 5-6-ish seed in the AFC. So I think we're pretty similar there. NFC is actually where it gets interesting, in my opinion.
Yes.
A lot of stuff can happen. I mean, even starting right at the NFC North. I think this is the most questionable division in the league. You got the Packers 7-2, the Vikings 6-3. You never know which team's going to show up with both of those.
You don't.
It's a little sketchy.
The Packers especially.
Yes.
You don't know who you're going to get. You don't know who wants to play.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like Devontae Adams has been out for 6 weeks with turf toe.
It's so annoying.
Like, how do you tell your team, I don't know if I'm going to go out because my toe's bothering me? You take that thing up and you get out there and you do what you got to do to make plays happen.
It's a toe, dude.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
We'll see what happens with him, but they also got Jones, and Jones is having a great year. He's got 8 touchdowns for him this year, which is huge. It's been a little while since he's found the end zone. He had 4 in 1 week, and I don't think he found the end zone
huge.
since.
And I still lost in one of my leagues. Our league, actually. I think. That's ridiculous.
That's a tough loss.
Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah. But, and then again, the receivers out there.
Yeah.
You don't know who he's going to throw it to.
Valdez, Scantling 1 week, and then the next week he doesn't even get a reception.
Exactly. He doesn't catch a ball.
I don't get it.
It kills me.
Yeah.
But they're fun. I like the Vikings. I really like the Vikings a lot. I think their defense is legit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely agree with that.
Kirk Cousins can be a little off at points, but I still think he's got what it takes to get him there. You know what I mean? He's got weapons out there. It all depends, too, if Thielen comes back.
Yeah, you need Thielen, you need Diggs.
That puts triple teams on Stephon Diggs.
And Diggs was a little banged up a couple weeks back, too. Yeah. So then that puts a lot of pressure on Cook.
Absolutely.
And then that's wear and tear.
Having a great year.
He's awesome.
As far as running backs go, he might be having one of the best running backs aside from Christian McCaffrey.
I made that comment, actually, this past week that he's had the best season to this point.
Yep.
I mean, before the last week or two, McCaffrey's had a few light weeks, I feel like. I think Cook's been the most consistent all year long.
Every single
which is
game,
amazing.
In and out. He's over 100, a touchdown.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Sometimes he's got 2.
Yep.
So
that's all you can ask for as an owner.
Exactly. As a running back, that's what you want so that your offense can spread out so that you can get your receivers downfield.
Yep. So I agree. I think I do like the Vikings there too. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to pick the Packers in that division strictly because 3 of my teams have at least 2 Packers on them.
Yeah.
So if my fantasy success is going to be realistic, I need the Packers to go with me. So
that's fair. I'm going to take the Vikings there.
I would 100% agree. I mean, Cousins sucks, but the team as a whole, I think they're more complete.
Yeah.
So
I like their defense more than I like the Packers.
Right, exactly. Defense. The Packers offense arguably probably have the edge with a healthy Adams, but overall, I think the Vikings are a better team. So, that's the North. Going down south, I mean, I think this is kind of just the Saints, 7-1.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, the performance Bridgewater put on while Breeze was out.
Made himself some money.
Nobody in their right minds thought they were going to be better than 5-2 when he came back.
Not a chance. I didn't think they would
7-1.
Be close to that.
Right.
Not a chance. Teddy Bridgewater, he's okay.
Yeah.
But he's proven himself, and I think he's going to get a contract.
Yeah, I think so too.
Somebody's going to take him.
The Nick Foles effect, dude.
Yeah,
honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, no, I agree. I don't think there's anyone worth talking about in that division outside of the Saints right now. So we'll keep that as a lock. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
We'll skip that division for now. We're going to go to the NFC East. I call it the new old AFC East.
Yeah.
What a trash division, dude.
Yeah, it's just
dumpster fire of a division. You got the Cowboys at 5-3 right now. Philly at 5-4. I was making the comment to you earlier, Philly's strength of schedule, they still have 2 games versus the Redskins and 1 versus the Giants to the Cowboys.
Might as well just write those off as wins.
Right. That's 3 gimmies.
The Redskins might be the worst team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think Miami's good by any means,
right.
But I think the Redskins are really bad.
With Fitzmagic in town, Miami's better than...
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if you at least give yourself a shot with somebody that can throw the ball, you got a chance to beat the Redskins.
Redskins are tough, dude. So, I think, obviously, Cowboys, pound for pound, is a better team, but I think with Philly's schedule, and obviously, they're a scrappy team. They like to come out of the trenches and, obviously make runs.
Yeah.
Indicative by the year they beat us, obviously, they had a late season miracle.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is
we always wild card and
we always get that. The Giants did it to us twice.
Yep.
It's just so annoying. So I don't know. I like Philly out of that division personally. I don't know what your thoughts are there.
I like the Cowboys.
Okay.
I like their offense.
Yeah.
You know, their defense isn't anything to write home about.
Mm-hmm.
They give up a lot of points, but it's tough to count out Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Zeke is just on another level.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's the guy that if they need yards, he'll go get them. And, Dak is having a decent year.
Yeah. Dak's not bad.
Trying to hold on to the ball. Yeah, he's trying not to turn it over.
Right.
And that's huge. If you're a quarterback that turns the ball over, you're not helping your team any.
I agree. What record do you think you need in that division to come out of it?
Boy.
That's the over-under question of the day.
I'm going to say you need 10 wins.
10 wins?
Yeah.
10-6?
Yeah.
Get you there? Yeah, I think that's reasonable. 10-6, you got the Cowboys just doing what they did in the first half. 10-6, you got the Philly going 5-2.
Yeah.
And they have a crappy schedule. So either way, I could see that happening. So, yeah, I think 10-6, 9-7 at absolute worst if one of the teams choke.
Yeah, if something really happens.
Yeah. Okay. So now that's that. The scariest division in football, NFC West.
By far the scariest.
Such a good division.
Yeah.
You got 49ers 8-0. You got the Seahawks 7-2. They're going to be playing in San Fran Monday night.
It's Monday,
big game.
Very big game.
And don't count out the Rams at 5-3.
Absolutely.
They're still a complete squad. So.
Yeah, for sure. They've got a couple banged up guys on the team. You got Brandon Cooks, who just went out to Pittsburgh to see a specialist about his concussions.
Yeah.
Whether he'll come back this year, there's no saying.
Scary to think about.
Yeah, absolutely. And with all this CTE talk, they're taking more precaution. They should.
Yeah.
Because it's a big issue. And then you have Todd Gurley. You don't know from week to week if he's
I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah, he's just... I don't know if they're just load managing and they're not saying it. You know what I mean? But they're always putting him on the injury report. He's always got something going on. You keep load managing, though. They're already probably not making the playoffs. I agree. So keep that up. I don't know what they're load managing for, but their thought process is to have him for the playoffs. But if you don't make him, don't make much sense. They're going to have to do some work to get in the playoffs because the NFC's got some records out there. So. Absolutely. That Seahawks team. Dude, that's my team. Is the team to beat, I think, out of that division. That was my pick at the beginning of the year for the NFC. Yep. I'm not going to show you the bottom of this yet, but so I think the Seahawks win on Monday night. Oh, yeah. They're 6.5-point dogs, which is ridiculous. It's crazy. I think that's a line to take, even if you want to hammer the plus 6.5. They got 2 games versus San Fran still. Yep. If they take those both, they go from a game and a half back to half a game up front. So. Yep. So no, I like Seattle coming out of that division. Absolutely. Russell Westbrook's having an MVP season. He is the MVP. He really is. He is just carrying that team on his back. Yep. And who does he have for receivers? Whoever he does have showing up. You know what I mean? He's just giving it to everybody. And he is finding ways to get it in the end zone. Yep. Their defense is a Seattle defense. Mm-hmm. It's just... They're going to get after you. Yeah. And they do very well to not give up points. Yeah. And I think that team is the team to beat in the NFC. I don't foresee San Fran being able to beat them. No. That's going to be the first... They're going to expose San Fran. I think so, too. I've been waiting for that game out of San Fran the last few weeks, and they've been, coming up. Yeah. Not so much coming up big, but coming up. Yeah. And I think this game, there's just too much weapons. Just Seattle's just too deep. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And they just added to that depth by signing Josh Gordon. I know. You know what I mean? It's just, and there's some talks coming out of the Patriots camp that he was dogging it. He wasn't out there, giving it 110%. Right. And they just felt that they needed to move on from him. I think Seattle got a weapon, and I think Russell Westbrook's going to be able to use him. Oh, I 100% agree. If they're splitting between, Gordon and Lockett.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to cover those guys.
You can't cover both of those guys. They're both similar players, and they're both just too quick and strong.
Yep.
I think that, Seattle's offense is scary. Their defense is always, even when they're not at the top of the defensive ranks, they're just doing the right things in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They're a fourth quarter team.
Absolutely.
And those are the teams that win
come
big
out
games.
To compete.
Yeah. So, no, I definitely agree on that. I think that's pretty wild. I thought that was going to be our difference. So I'm glad to hear that. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
My 2 wild cards, I think the 49ers, hard to deny. Starting out 8-0, you're probably going to sneak in at least a 5, if not 6. And then I went opposite, so Vikings coming out as my 6, because I think 2 come out of that division.
Yeah, I got the Pat coming out from
Sure.
wild card. And then, obviously, it's going to be determined between either San Fran or Seattle, but I think San Fran's going to be that wild card slot.
Yeah, I agree. I think 2 come out
barring
of that.
a big injury, you know what I mean? That if that were to happen, I could see the Rams potentially sliding in and being able to get that last slot. But
like a 10. It'd have to be like 11-5. The Rams would have to go off in the second half.
Absolutely. They would have to basically win out, and they would need something terrible to happen in San Fran.
They would need, for a few areas.
For
probably.
that to slip.
Yep.
So.
Okay. No, that's fair then. And then just early Super Bowl predictions, we probably might be the same. But
we'll see where you're at.
I like New England come out of the AFC. Until proven wrong, they're my AFC pick every year. And then I like Seattle out of the NFC.
Okay. You're not going to like this much.
Let's hear it.
I'm a huge Patriots fan.
Big guy. Big. You're not going to go Baltimore.
I got Baltimore coming. Yeah, out of the AFC
What?
for sure.
No way.
They're legit.
You do.
I love their defense.
You think they can beat the Pats twice in a year?
I do. I read a lot of articles this week saying that the Patriots didn't show all their stuff, that they held back.
I don't think they did that.
I don't think they held back. I think they were trying to tread water so they didn't get blown out. You know what I mean? And we'll see what happens. I have a hard time believing in our offense right now, and I'm one of those guys, and Bill I trust.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we can compete with that.
So you got offense. Baltimore in the AFC.
Baltimore in the AFC.
Yeah.
And this is going to be crazy, but I'm going to say the Vikings in the NFC.
Ooh. Yeah. Hey, if that happens, that'll be a very entertaining Super Bowl.
Oh, absolutely.
I would love it.
Yeah, it'd be fun
That'd
to
be
watch.
Some firepower all around.
So.
All right.
I guess my Vikings pick all hinges on Adam Thielen. A healthy Thielen, coming back healthy, yes. Yeah. If not.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's gonna
tough
be
without Thielen.
Yeah.
You like the color purple, don't you?
It's all about purple, guy.
So, all right, that's cool. I like it. So I think both, I was going to say both very realistic, but both very good possibilities. Yeah. So, cool. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Pats need to get dethroned in my books. So, what is that, 3 straight years or 2? 3, right?
3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Last but not least, I know we do this every week, so we got actually just a 4-team parlay this week. So, wasn't a whole lot of great games on the slate, so I didn't want to go into like the Giants and Jets just because the spread was close because it's a trash game. So I guess just looking at the schedule for the week, do you have like a favorite lock, like a team that you think won't lose this week?
You're going to think this is crazy, but I'm going to say Seattle.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a
that's
chance
your
they're
lock.
going to lose. Yeah, that's what I'm locking in at.
Okay.
I don't think there's a chance they're going to lose to San Fran.
Okay.
I think they want it. They're going to beat San Fran.
Well, I'm going to go with an asinine pick too then. And this is back to the line I just said it's going to be a trash game. I think the Jets beat the Giants.
Yeah?
I think the Giants suck. Daniel Jones is a choker. Cost me in fantasy football last week.
Yeah.
I'm very much, I'm a man of emotions on my sleeve.
Yeah.
I think they're going to ground and pound. Lave's going to take over.
Okay.
And then they're going to crush the Giants.
My next question for you on that would be, do you think that the Jets defense can stop Saquon Barkley?
No.
That's the tough part.
But I don't think the Giants defense can stop Bell.
Yeah, that'll be a fun game.
It might be. That might be something to hammer the over.
Yeah,
I'd never really thought about that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So we both got some awkward. I just didn't want to touch too much on the parlay.
Yeah.
But no, we'll start with that game then, just because it's Monday night. We'll work our way backwards. Yeah. So we both like Seattle. Just money line, not even points.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think you can comfortably take 6.5 if you want the line. But I also think that if you want a money line, you'll probably get that at like plus 170, plus 175. That's as close to a lock as you can have in a 7-point deficit game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So That'll be good. Vikings at Cowboys. You'll like to see this line. The Cowboys are giving 3 points in Dallas code. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think they should. You know what I mean?
You think they're the favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. In Dallas, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But now, that being said, who do you like in that game?
I'm going to go with the Vikings.
with the +3, though,
with
right?
The +3, yeah.
That's not a bad...
Yeah. They're a good team. Their defense is very good.
Yeah.
And you got a banged up Amari Cooper right now.
Yeah.
Got a knee bruise.
Yeah.
We'll see how he does.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, it's all going to come down to if they can contain Zeke. If they contain Zeke, then they beat the Cowboys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this would be a line where I could say I like the Cowboys to win, but I like the Vikings +3. I think it's going to be a close game. Yeah. So I'm just going to take the Vikings +3, and then I'm not going to say another word because I think that game will be within a field goal. I think it's going to be an entertaining game. I want to say it's on the 4 p.m. slate, which is nice. So that'll be a good one. Yeah, I think the Vikings have a good shot there. Like you said, it's going to come down to Zeke.
Yeah.
If he goes off, you can't beat them most times. So. Yeah. And then trade Gallup, he sucks. I hate him.
Yeah.
Your other wild card team, they're gonna have to start making moves. One of the two. Rams at Steelers. Pittsburgh's actually getting 4 at home against the Rams. What are your thoughts there?
The Steelers are gonna beat the Rams this week.
I 100% agree. Absolutely. Are we gonna agree on everything?
It's gonna be 4 straight.
Yep.
They're playing well. Their defense is incredible right now.
Yeah.
You know, they had 2 fumble recoveries, a pick, and a touchdown last week.
Last week was sloppy on the other side, yeah.
If they can just keep putting that pressure on him, get Goff on his back a few times, put the pressure on Gurley, make Gurley have to run the ball, you know, and keep the ball on your side of the field, and you're going to be okay.
Yep. Now, I think that's another one, same thing. I think money line, you can make a little bit more money if you're feeling super confident. If not, take the 4. I don't see the Rams winning by a touchdown. I think that's going to be either on the Steelers side, like -3 through like them winning by a touchdown. So I like Pittsburgh this year. They're a fun team.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They've picked up the slack. Yeah,
it's a different Pittsburgh team.
Yes.
You know, they don't have the guys that they had the year before.
Nope.
And they're making it work. They're doing it. So.
And Juju's just starting to get hot, so watch out.
Yeah.
He's getting hot at the right time. Yeah. So I like the Steelers there as well. +4 is safe. The game of the week that might be interesting. I mean, the Browns suck. Obviously, the Bills are showing their colors. They're a little shaky. Yeah. Bills are at Cleveland. Cleveland's actually given the Bills 3 points. If you were just looking at that line, who do you like, I guess, first thoughts, without even, I guess, jumping in too much?
Yeah, honestly, I like Cleveland. I think the Bills' defense is really good, but Cleveland is going to have a breakout game.
They need to.
Odell Beckham Jr. is really frustrated right now. I think they're going to give him the ball a lot because of it.
Yeah.
But that's really going to depend on how Mayfield can handle the pressure.
Yeah.
He's really been struggling with it this year. There was a lot of pressure put on him. Everybody had high hopes for the Cleveland Browns this year, and it's just not panning out. They're 2-6.
I know.
So
hopefully the home field helps, and it's a winnable game.
Absolutely.
Just so we differ in one, I'm going to go with the Bills. I actually picked the Browns in my pick'em this week. I'll go Bills +3. And I think that's a fairly safe line. I mean, I don't see the Bills getting blown out. Their defense is good enough to keep it within a score. So take the 3, see what happens. But, I mean, I hope for Johnny Manziel. I hope for Baker Mayfield the Browns can win here because he's going to be looking a little shaky going into the offseason.
Absolutely, yeah. He needs
They're like a 4-12 team.
Just a confidence booster to end the season. You know what I mean? I don't think there's any hopes of a playoff push or anything like that. But just to get his confidence up and to keep it moving, I think he needs it.
No, I agree. Well, cool. So that's our parlay. That's a lock. So check that out. We got Bills +3, Cody Browns to win. We got Steelers money line, but take the +4 if you feel more comfortable. Vikings, Vikings +3, Cowboys to win. So I think the +3 if you're going to look at the Vikings, and then we both like Seattle to win. So if you feel more comfortable with taking the 6.5, do it. But let's do final thoughts here. If you want to score the beer 0 to 10, what do you think?
I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. It's real good. It's smooth.
Yeah.
And I'm a big cider guy.
I was gonna say I
score an 8. It's got to be pretty good for me.
Yeah, an 8 cider is a good beer. Yeah. So no, after following that up, I mean, I'm not as big of a cider guy as Cody, but it was still delicious. I think a 7.2 for an overall beer, but cider scale, maybe a little bit higher. Pretty cool little design here. Little apples, again, Londonderry. So if you're in New Hampshire, check them out. They sell these for Trader Joe's, a 4-pack, pretty reasonable. So, I mean, 6.5%. You down a 4-pack of these and have a good day.
Feeling good, yeah.
And they're not heavy either.
No, they sit really light. I mean, it's a good drinker.
Yeah.
You know, you can sit there and sip it.
Good little sipper. So, yeah, that's a review. I think check this out, Moonlight Meadery, again, and have a safe weekend. Happy Veterans Day.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.